guys. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of my story. I started 10 months ago with Unique, and just to let you know, I am not a makeup person at all. I'm probably like the biggest tomboy out of this whole room. Seriously, like, if you saw my high school pictures, Jen can attest, you would be scared. You would probably run the other direction. So anyways, I saw these pictures of this mascara, and my friend bought it, and she's a tomboy too, and I was like, okay, if this tomboy has got it, I'm going to try it out, because I really ran away from mascaras, because they didn't do anything for my lashes, so it was kind of pointless. So anyways, I got the mascara. Well, my birthday was at the end of August, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to buy a kit. Just, why not? I have 3 small kids, by the way, all under 5, so I'm extremely busy with them. But as Whitney said, you kind of lose focus of who you are when you're a mom, and you get so busy wrapped up with what you're doing with the kids. You don't take care of yourself, and I just really wanted something for myself. And I hadn't worked. I have a degree, but I haven't worked in almost 4 years, so I wanted to do something for myself. And so I got it, and I had no expectations at all. I was like, if I could, pay for my husband's car payment every month, that would be perfect. Any extra money would be perfect. Got the kit, and in 2 weeks, I had already paid for my husband's car payment. And so from that time on, I was like, game on. I'm going to the top of this company, and I haven't stopped. So I've been doing this for 10 months, and I have 55 personally enrolled sponsors. I'm not sponsors, I'm sorry, recruits. So that averages out 5.5 recruits a month is what I'm doing right now. And I went through my recruits last night, because a lot of people are like, oh, she must know a lot of people that likes makeup. No, that's not true. So just to let you know, less than 10 people that I recruited are people that I knew personally. 15 were probably customers that had bought from me before that had joined. 25 of those are probably just random people that I have found some way or somehow. So I'm going to talk to you about how you do that. So when I joined, I didn't really have a sponsor. The person that I joined under wasn't really crazy about doing it. She was, oh, okay, cool, you're going to join under me? Okay. But anyway, so she's not with the company anymore, so I really had to figure out things on my own, but I read a lot when I joined. And one of the first things I read was try to sell $500 a month and recruit 3 people a month. So I was like, okay, I think I can do that. So from day one, I started to recruit. A lot of people are like, oh, don't tell people to start recruiting from day one. I do not believe in that at all. People are like, oh, I think one of the questions. I'm a white status. What is the purpose of getting recruits when they don't count for you yet?
It's a good question.
Let's see.
Good question. It's a good question.
And if you're brand new, don't feel bad about asking this question, because it's a legitimate question. But I get this a lot from girls who are like, so you're telling me I just recruited somebody and I'm making nothing off of them. I would rather recruit somebody any day over not having them as a customer or whatever, because you know what? That's how you're going to make your money in the long run. Like I said, I've recruited 55, but I have 287 on my team. A lot of that is from my elite. Like she said, it's all about finding people who are go-getters. Jen has, how many do you have on your team? 70 something?
74.
Yeah, so one elite. I have 1 elite on my team, and she has 74 on my team. So, like she said, it's extremely important to build leaders. So I did that. I started focusing from day one. I think my first month, I might have recruited 5 people in my first month. So people are like, well, how did you, I hit green my second month. People are like, how did you hit green in your second month? Because I recruited. I did sell a lot, not that I hit green, but it was also my team that helped me out. So if you want to go far in this company, then you need to be recruiting. You can sell all day by yourself, but you're not going to get yourself to black, I guarantee it. I mean, I know for sure you can't do that. I mean, so if you want to go far in the company, you've got to recruit. And so why is it so important to focus? Like, you can ask my team, like, that's my main focus. Like, I don't have time for parties, I gotta recruit. But I do parties, but a lot of my time is spent recruiting. So, how do I recruit? The first, most important thing you need to do is be excited about recruiting. If you're like, I gotta take an hour today to go work on recruiting. No, it doesn't need to be that. Like, you have to have the excitement, because if you want people to join your team, then you have to be excited about it. I always give the example to my team. If you walk into like a tile store and say you have like 4 different people like lined up with the same exact tile, and 3 of the people are over there, you know, oh, this is what my tile does, it's pretty, and then you have somebody over here, it's like, man, this tile is the bomb. Like, seriously, like, who are you going to go to? Because you have to realize that we have over 200,000 presenters, and so you're going to have people that know multiple presenters, and you want to be the person that they want to come to. So you have to, go ahead.
Haven't you ever heard about passion trumps perfection? If you have the passion and show passion, they don't care if you know anything about it.
Exactly, yes.
The passion that you show about it.
It's so true. So excitement is going to get you the farthest with recruiting, and passion for your company. Everybody that knows me knows I do unique, and they know that I'm extremely passionate about it, even though they're kind of confused because they're like, you and makeup. Still confused about that one. So, anyways, even if things aren't going perfectly, act like they're going perfectly. Fake it until you make it. I'm going to give you an example. When we were at the Florida training, Angie Childers told this story, and it's kind of stuck with me since then. But so she had this girl on her team. She just signed up, was like white status presenter. She was like posting on her Facebook, like, man, my team's on fire. We're doing amazing. You know, all these people are joining my team. And Angie was like nobody's under you. You know, like she was like, ooh, okay, whatever. So anyways, for like a month, this girl kept doing that, like, like, here we are again, like growing again, you know. And she said, and then the next month later, it started happening. Like, she started growing her team, and what she was perceiving, well, not really perceiving, but what she was saying was coming true. Sometimes you just have to fake it until you make it. So I thought that was a good story. But, and another thing, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your Facebook clean. We have so many different political things going on in the world right now. And this is like probably one of my biggest pet peeves with my team. I'll have somebody that comes to me and says, I can't get anybody to join my team, I can't get sales. The first thing I do is I go and look at their Facebook page. And I scroll through. There's a unique post, but then there's 10 posts on political stuff. And then there's a unique post, and then there she is cussing somebody out. You have to represent the company. You can't, and I have opinions, trust me, I have several opinions on what's going on in the world. But I also know that I run my business from Facebook, so I'm not going to post what I believe on Facebook. Because it might affect a customer, it might affect a potential presenter that might sign up under you. They want to believe that what we represent as our company is what you believe as well. So think about that when you're going to post stuff on Facebook. So I talked about excitement and about being positive. So the next thing I do is I offer the opportunity to every single person. I don't care if they are a family member. For instance, my mother-in-law has bought from me since she was my first person to buy from me when I joined. Loves the products, she sells for me all the time, and every single time, I'm like, Tangie, seriously, would you just join my team already? And she's like, you know, I don't want any sales, I just help you out. But you know what? I know one day she's going to join my team because I'm going to keep at her until she joins my team. Customers. Every time I have a customer that comes back and buys another product from me, I say, you know, you could be making money off of what you're buying, and you could be getting that mascara for free. And they're like, yeah, I know, but I don't really want to sell. And you know what? I keep working on them, and eventually I know that they'll sign. I just had a girl that joined my team 2 days ago. She's bought from me since I joined, and she finally joined my team. Because she was like, you know what, I ran out of excuses. I don't have any more excuses. You're right. I just need to join your team. And then random people. You have to build your Facebook, your network. You have to build your network. I have not recruited one person outside of Facebook. So people are like, do you like go and meet people like randomly? Do you do events? No, I do it all on Facebook. I use my Facebook as my business platform. I add mutual friends every single day. I wake up, I scroll through, you know, Facebook gives you like mutual friends suggestions. For safety reasons, I like to pick people who maybe have 10 or 30 people, somewhere in that range. I don't just add somebody that has like one mutual friend. I like to feel a little bit comfortable knowing that we have more than just one mutual friend. So I add people every single day to my Facebook, I don't like add them, I don't like send them a message. You don't want them to feel like you're adding them because you're trying to recruit them or because you want them to sell. They're going to see what you're posting, and you'll have your opportunity to do that. So part of adding, we need to socialize on Facebook as well. Every morning I wake up, I spend 10 to 20 minutes scrolling. Okay, seriously, how many of you just like get on Facebook every day without doing work? You're scrolling through, you know? Okay, well you can do work at the same time. You can like, you can comment. If I see somebody with a pretty picture or with some pretty lipstick, and I know she doesn't buy Unique, I know she is not on anybody's team, hasn't bought the products, I send her a message. I might not know her, but I say, hey girl, you are gorgeous, and I could use you on my team. Always start off with a compliment, and they are going to reply to you because people don't not reply to compliments. So I send them a message, and they will usually say, thanks, and then they will say, what team are you talking about? And then it opens up a window to start talking about Unique. And I usually, you know, the less professional you can be about it, the more they're going to respond. If you're like, well, Unique is this amazing makeup company, and I'm like, you know, those like crazy lash pictures that are always like showed, you know. So something crazy like that. So I sent those to people, and I honestly have gotten probably like 20 recruits from doing that. That's like my #1 recruiting tool. So I add these people to my Facebook, and then when I see them, because they're already posting selfies, you know they like to take selfies. And so when I see them posting a selfie, then I will bring up Unique. Most of the time they're going to say I'm not interested, so don't be alarmed. You're like, she told me to do this, and they're like telling me no. That's okay, because there is a technique to this. You want them to say no. Because that means that they now are going to be looking at all of your posts, because they were like, oh yeah, there's that lady that said something about Unique. And then little by little, you're going to notice that they are liking your posts, and then they're starting to comment on your posts. It does happen, I promise. So little by little, this will start happening. And if I've had people that have told me I'm going to join but hasn't joined, or that have said, no, I don't want to join, and I see them post a selfie, I call them out on it. No joke. Like, I will write on their actual picture under their comment, and I will say, why are you taking selfies and not getting paid for it? You know, just something like that. Sometimes when you call people out in front of their friends on Facebook, they're a little bit more amped to want to respond to what you're saying. And I've actually had girls that have came back and said, I know, you're so right. Like, I really do just need to do this, don't I? I'm like, yeah, you're already like taking selfies. Like, at least make some money from it, you know? When I first joined, I'm sure all of you guys have heard of the 100 No's Challenge. That was one of the first things that I did. And a lot of people are scared of this because it's people that you know. You go through and you write down 100 names, and you send them all the exact same message. And everybody's like, I did 100 no's, but nobody responded. Everybody said no. That's the point. You don't want it to respond. I mean, you're going to get a couple sales from it, and you might get a couple of recruits, but majority of them are going to say no, or you're not getting a response. So I did that 10 months ago. I do it all the time, actually. And I can tell you that people have came back little by little, have bought products from me, have joined my team, because it's a psychological thing. You're in their head, and they're going to start looking at everything that you post. So if you haven't done the 100 No's challenge, do it. And I also, if say like I have like a party going on, and I have these people that are like liking my posts inside the party, or that are commenting, I add those people as my friends too, because they might not buy at that time, but once they see that you're posting, it's like a constant reminder. Oh yeah, like I said I was going to buy that makeup. Oh yeah, I still want that makeup. So add the people that are in your parties. If you do yard sale sites, any person that you strike up a conversation with or that likes your photo, on some like random site, add them to your personal Facebook as a friend. So raise your hand if all of you have done all of this. Done all of that. And you're like, still not getting recruits. Okay. The key to recruiting. You can do all of this, and you might not get one single recruit. The key to recruiting is persistence and follow-up. Most people need 8 to 20 exposures before they will jump on something or they will buy something. And this is no joke. Let's see. Out of the people that have joined my team, besides Andrea, I think you jumped on board the first time. There are the random people that jump on the board. Raise your hand and tell me how many times that I had to badger you before you joined my team. Meredith, start with you. I know that I've been talking to you for how many months? She did a party and killed it.
In February, I had a
Killed
party.
it. She had like $1,000 party and she still didn't push. But I worked on her. Let's see. Stephanie, you just contact me. You're random too. Okay. Melissa, you signed up pretty quick too. You guys aren't helping me here. You're telling me. I've had people that Diana, you signed up. Okay, yeah.
That's like the good thing about like being the Lash lady in your town is people are gonna know. And they're gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And you will get random signups from them.
Yes, you
But
do.
you have to make yourself a Lash lady.
And a cool thing, I don't know if you guys know, but the higher you are in the company, when somebody types in Google and says unique presenter, if you are the highest, your name is going to come up first. I did not know that.
In your area.
In your area.
Not the
Yes.
highest.
Yeah, in your area. So I have gotten lots of people that way. Yeah.
I just wanted to say one of the things about like the technique that I guess Jen used, to get me was she like made me believe that I could do anything. I mean, you talk to Jen.
And look at you now.
This
girl that don't wear no makeup has more makeup than you. Okay.
I sent her a message yesterday and I was like, how is this possible? I said, I just wanted to sell some cool mascara. I said, how do I have a team? You know what her response was? Because you're amazing. That's just the type of leader you guys are, is that you just make us, we can do anything. We can hang the moon. I mean, we can do whatever we want to do.
My question is what happens on the other spectrum? We have lots of people, and my 10 mutual friends are probably 3 Y presenters and 7 random people that you have that you asked to go to Facebook. And because I signed up under somebody, and then my best friend calls me and she's like, "Why did you sign up under me?" And I was like, "I didn't know you were selling me."
That's her.
I'm
gonna go to another part after we do recruiting. It's called branding.
Sorry, and I was like, so I signed up under someone else, and
I've had that happen several times.
But my question is, how do you not step on someone's toes?
Well, my response to that, because I've had that happen several times, is I always tell them they have to go with their gut. I ask them, do you want to be successful in this business? If they say yes, then I say, well, you have to look at who is your sponsor. Do you want to go with somebody who is not passionate about the business, who doesn't post, who you barely even knew that sold? Or do you want to go with somebody who you know is going to lead you to the top? So everybody has multiple people they can choose from, but it depends on what type of, and I've had people tell me that before, I chose you because you're passionate. And that's what you have to show to people, that you can take anybody with you that wants to go. So that's how I would maybe answer that. So anyways, we got back to, you've done all this, and you have to be persistent and follow up. So most of the people that join my team, I have had to re-invite to opportunity calls. I've had to, every time a new kit comes out, hey, new kit's out, this might be yours. Anything that I can think of to re-expose them to being with Unique, I do it. Every week I go through all my messages. I literally at all times, I probably have 10 to 15 people that are interested in joining. I don't ever not have people that aren't interested in joining. I always have a running list. And I go through all the time, okay, where am I at with this person? Where am I at with this person? If I get to a point where I haven't gotten a message back from them, I'll say, wow, business has been crazy. Sorry, I kind of spaced out on our conversation we had going. To restart the conversation again. So you have to constantly go through and follow up with these people. If you're stopping when they say no, you're doing the wrong thing. I don't accept no. I just accept later. Even if they tell me, I would never do this, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just talk to you later about it. Like, I just come back to them, and I just keep reinventing the wheel, and I just keep pushing them. I even had one girl that joined my team last month. She joined and she was like, thank you so much for staying in my inbox. And I took that as a compliment. I was like, heck yeah, I did. I wasn't going to let you go. I knew you were going to be good at this. So you have to stay in their inbox. You have to constantly remind them. Yeah.
I have a girl who was interested, so I kept on messaging her, and then she told me, you know what, I'm not into sales. She said it very sweetly, and we carried on the conversation. How do you get back into, picking at her?
I do not accept excuses whatsoever. Everybody has an excuse, and that's their way to get out of stuff.
You know what Phil felt
Yes.
down is?
Yeah.
You do Phil felt.
Yeah, I told her, I said, neither was I, but here I am.
I
She's like,
just,
yeah, but it's just not me.
It's not sales, it's sharing.
Yeah.
And I told her,
You just have to
I
keep-
told her all of that, and she's like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I always use Phil felt found. That's the first thing that I do. So anytime somebody gives me an excuse, I tell them, oh yeah, I know, I completely understand. I was in the same situation, or I know somebody that was in the same situation. But when people tell me I'm not a salesperson, I'm like, listen, you're not a salesperson. I have a degree in criminal justice, okay? Nowhere near sales. I used to work at a store, folding clothes. I was so scared to talk to people that I would look the other way when they came to my table. I don't care if you're not a salesperson. This is not about selling. It is about falling in love with a product and sharing it with people that you know would like it as well. And actually I was going to open it up if you guys have some examples that you want to give me, and I'll tell you how I would handle those situations. Allison.
Okay. I went so far she was like, okay, what's the process? We had already gone through everything. She's been following all my stuff. And what's the process? And I gave her no word vomits.
Right.
What she needed.
Yes, please do not word vomit.
Yes, just what she needed, and then sent her the join link. There's nothing more I can do besides do it for her.
Oh, yes, there is.
Huh?
Oh, yes. Okay, so you gave her the link, and nothing's happened.
Yes, and
Okay,
then
that's
she just
where
kind
you're
of
at?
stopped. Yes,
Okay.
and she hasn't
So you send her a message and say, where's your email? I've been waiting for it. Why haven't I seen your email yet? You just ask him,
So, let me walk you through something. And she's like, oh yeah, I saw that email. So, I said, well, open your email now, let's click on the link, and I literally, on the phone, walked her through, clicking the link, signing up.
You have to always.
I'm close, I feel like I can do that with, like, a little bit outside of my circle, but this
Oh,
one, for some
no.
reason.
Even if they're close, you have to push the buttons.
Like,
Push the
I've never
buttons.
led
Yeah.
you astray before. So
Yes. Always assume that they're going to join. Always. So if I haven't heard from them, send them a message. Like, hey, send
I feel like right now she's just kind of gone out a little bit. I gotta reel her back in.
Meredith. Okay, I'm gonna give you Meredith's example.
I don't even know everybody sign up for 6 months and they go, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's so Meredith. She has this aha moment. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm joining tomorrow. And I was like, what? Okay, awesome. So tomorrow rolls around. It's like 12 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give her some time. Still didn't hear from her. Send her a message. Meredith, where are you? She's like, kind of getting cold feet. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm like, no. You are going to do this, and this is going to happen right now. Like, you do not accept no. You do not let people back out. You have to be persistent. You cannot let people say no. And she is so grateful she did it, aren't you?
Aren't you?
Sorry.
I actually just joined about 3 weeks ago, so I'm still, I'm pretty new at it. Friday, I got a random, and I do post a lot, and I do parties. Friday, I got this email that said, so-and-so signed up under you as their sponsor, for you as their sponsor. Well, I freaked out because I didn't know this person. So I went to the website and I found her and I messaged her and she said, thank you for letting me join under you. I really want to just get the kit for my family and friends. So she's kind of a kit napper. And she said she had Googled, the area, and I'm only doing it 3 weeks. She Googled the area, I was the closest in there, and she had looked at it, she loved my post. So I didn't do the word vomit. I was, I called my sponsor but now how do I get her to not get kidnapped?
Well, that's like
And
a
this
whole,
was just Friday.
yeah, that's like a whole different area, but my biggest thing with kidnappers is getting them introduced to the products. Just give them a little bit and let them, just kind of back off for a little bit. If they've given you that stance, then just kind of let them get used to the products. And then challenge them, like, hey, I never saw a picture of your lashes. Could you post a picture, so I can see, like, when you do, like, tag me on Facebook. And then usually what happens is they start getting all these comments of, oh, I want this, ooh, I want that. And then you start getting them into the whole sales part. But yeah, I would do that with her. The other part was word vomiting. This is so important. A lot of people say, like, oh, I have this girl that's so excited, she wants to join. And I have given her all the information. I mean, all in one message. Like, you can go from pink to black, and you can do this and this, and oh, by the way, we want a trip to Jamaica, and give her everything. I do not believe in that. I let them lead the conversation. I let them ask me the questions. I never give them too much, because if they don't want to know an answer to something, then don't give it to them. Let them ask you the questions. And I purposely, like, if somebody comes to me and they say, hey, I'm interested in joining your team. Okay, great. What are your questions? I don't say, oh my gosh, like, this is awesome. Like, let me give you all this information. Here's my link. Like, go join right now. No. Because everybody that comes to you is going to have concerns. And you need to address those concerns so that they can join your team. So let them lead the conversation, let them ask you the questions, and they're going to get to that point. It might take them a little bit, but you know what? They're going. And if I don't hear from them, like if they've asked me several questions and I haven't heard from them in a while, I'll say, oh, by the way, did you have any other questions? Like, I forgot we were having a conversation, but did you have any other questions? Like, keep them going. Keep them asking, because the more they ask, the more they're going to get answered, and the more they're going to want to join. So that is usually what I do with recruiting.
How long do you have the conversation before you give them the link to join?
When they're ready, when they say, I'm ready to join, that's when I give them my link. And I say, okay, like, let's do this. Here's my link. Click here to join. Takes about 5 minutes.
And I really do find that simple, short and sweet is more.
Yeah, short and sweet is the key.
Hey, are you ready to join me yet? Like, that one statement of this girl who had been saying she was gonna join for 9 months, and I never thought she was going to. Just that one statement, she's like, yeah, you know what, I am, and she actually signed up that day.
Yeah, it's just helping them understand why they need to join.
Yeah.
But if you try to push why you want them to join, they're never going to join. Like, you have to help them recognize that they want that.
And you don't have to mention unique every time you follow up. Just following up in general.
Yes.
They're going to think of you.
I knew more about Meredith's life before she joined than I know about most of my friends. But that's because I made a point to know who she was as a person, because sometimes people need to feel connected to you to want to be on your team. Yeah.
So how much responsibility do you take, like, once you sign somebody up and then they start being real negative, like on Facebook? Like, I'm kind of scared now. Because I have one recruiter.
I don't do negative.
I know, and I don't know what else to do because, I mean.
Like, she's just like starting to feel like down, like she can't do it, is that what you're saying? Or?
No, it's bad.
Like
negative.
Like negative towards, like, like you're saying like she's posting negative stuff on her Facebook.
Yeah, it's like she'll get drunk on Friday night and start posting.
Oh, I just let him know. I'm like, hey, that post that you posted the other night is probably not so good for your business.
I do, but then she doesn't take it down, and then she leaves.
You can't do anything about it. There's going to be people that you have recruit, and you can't do anything about it. Move on and find somebody else.
So just kind of
Yeah, I mean, if you've told her several times, like, hey, you're not going to be successful with posts like that, and she hasn't responded to it, move on and find some other people.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know that that's really hard when you're like, I only have like 3 recruits right now.
Sometimes sharing another video.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Yes, sharing, that's good too, like sharing videos on it on your team page, or, you know, say, hey, I found this video that might be helpful for you. But the other part that I wanted to talk to you about really fast is branding. And this goes hand in hand for me with recruiting. When I brand for 2 different reasons. I brand for sales and I brand for recruits. So when I go to make a post, I think about, is this going to be a sales post or is this going to be a recruiting post? And I literally think about it. I don't just say, my sponsor told me I need to post 2 times today. Okay, let's just throw this ad up here and no wording, or a little bit of wording. And you can't just, you can't be salesy. I don't know how else to say it. You can't be salesy. When you're just throwing up pictures because you were supposed to post for the day, like, that's what everybody else is going to feel too. Like, oh, there's another picture. So when I ran for recruiting, I think of different ways that would intrigue people to be on my team. Every time I have somebody join my team, I post that on my personal Facebook wall. I say, welcome to the team, and I put their number. You are number 287 on my team. Because what are people doing? They're like, wow, like, her team is, like, I literally had somebody the other day, like, you have 280 people on your team? Yeah, honey, where you been? I mean, I've been posting forever. Like, it took you this long to see that? Like, I mean, where have you been? So I post every time I add somebody to the team. I also post when somebody under me hits a promotion. Because people want to see that you're being successful and that people under you are being successful. I post on my personal Facebook wall when a new recruit gets their first sale. Because people want to see, you know what, I just saw the other day that she joined and she has got her first sale. There must be something to this. So I post my success on Facebook. I post and people probably are like, she's like so full of herself. Not really, just working on recruiting. I post when I get any kind of recognition with the company. When me and my husband won the trip to Jamaica, I posted that we won the trip to Jamaica. And then when my Trump came in, I posted that. And when my catalogs came in, I posted that. And then when I got my $75 of cash, I posted that as well. I post every single thing that I earn with Unique. And that is because I use that as a recruiting tool. Everybody that knows me on Facebook and knows me outside of Facebook, the first thing they say to me, if I haven't seen them in a while, is, man, your business is booming. I'm like, yeah. It is, but that's because I posted on Facebook. That's the only way people are going to know you're successful. So if you're hiding behind You know, and a lot of people are like, well, I posted it to my business page. No, personal page. Because people aren't seeing it on your business page. Only people that are seeing it on your business page are the people that have liked your business page. If you're wanting to reach everybody, it needs to be on your personal page. So I post that, and then I also post stuff like, I don't know, I post stuff like when I'm out with my kids and we're like playing outside, I'll post a picture like, woo, check out my office today, stuff like that. Stuff that would intrigue people that are in your same situation to want that kind of lifestyle. We did like a product training on Friday night with my team. We posted pictures when we did that.
I saw it.
And I had a girl that was like, oh my gosh, like that looks so much fun. And I was like, yeah, I know, I've been waiting for you to jump on the board, let's do this. And she's like, I know, it's like a money thing, but I promise I'm gonna do it. So you never know what picture you post that is gonna intrigue somebody. But if you're not posting, then you're not gonna get any recruits. And you know all those people that you've talked to that maybe have said no to you, or yeah.
That kind of leads me, I guess, into my question. When you get to it's a money thing, like I feel like that's my drawback because, I mean, I try to use the feel, felt, found in a certain way. I mean, of course, there's that great post, worst case, best case scenario, I spend $99 and get all, these great products, all that
well,
stuff.
I can tell you this.
If they're like, how do you push that without making them feel like, because obviously you don't want them to go broke.
No.
But
everybody that gives the money excuse is an excuse.
I don't think you could have been any more broke than I was.
Yeah, no, if you want,
yeah. You can't be any more broke than I was.
Because that's where my girl that I've been struggling in right now, so, yeah.
No, it's totally an excuse.
It is.
I know, I don't know if I'm confused about the whole tree, I'm being honest. But, on Carly's thing, there was a girl that was having trouble with getting the $99 together, and she went to another company and did a fundraiser, and she made the money, and because they gave her cash, and she bought the kit.
I can tell you this: anybody who says I don't have the money is an excuse. Anybody that wants to join your team is going to find the money. I mean, how many people? Seriously, can go out and borrow money from somebody, can go out to the store, put $100 on a credit card. It is an excuse. And you have to
something in your house, sell
Meredith, who sold everything to join my team. Yeah.
I was just excuses. There was a BMW sitting right there and somebody said you could have that for $99. I think you can find that $99.
Yeah, it's true. It's all about what you want at the time. And what you have to make her do is you have to make her realize why it's important for her to spend that $99. Because at this point, the reason why she's giving you that excuse is because she doesn't feel that it's important in her life. Or she doesn't feel like she's going to be successful doing it. There's two reasons why people give money excuses. Because they don't think they're going to be successful, or they don't feel like it's that important to them at that time. So work on that. Work on figuring out what's holding her back. It's not the money that's holding her back, but figure out what the little thing is there's something that's holding her back. So I would work on that. But anyways, so branding. So you have your whole branding for recruiting, and then you have branding for selling. If you're, like Jen said before, if you're not buying the products and you're not putting them on you, then people aren't going to sell from you. Most of my sales, once again, keep in mind, I'm not a makeup person. Most of my sales in the past 6 months have came from me posting personally on Facebook. We have a new product out, I buy it, I try it, and I post it on Facebook. I might not look great in it, but people like it, so they're buying it, so I'm doing something right. But you have to show the product on yourself. And then I also, when I go to post something about sales, I think, okay, what can I say that is going to resonate with what people need? So I think really hard about it. I'm like, okay, what's going on right now? Okay, it's summer, people are sweating, people are in the pools, people don't want to get skin cancer, because I don't want to get skin cancer. I'm terrified of skin cancer, one of my biggest scares. So I think of those things, and then that's what I post. You don't want skin cancer, so here's bronzer. Here's your, You don't want running mascara coming down, so here's amazing mascara that's not going to run when you go swimming. You have to make people feel that what they're getting is going to apply in their life. So you have to really put thought behind what you post. You can't just throw something up there and expect people to buy it. The more thought you put behind what you're going to post, and I tell my team all the time, I don't care if you copy every single post that I make. Just don't throw up an ad and think that that's okay. Like, you have to put thought behind what you're posting. So make sure that you think about what you're posting before you post it. There was a couple questions, I'm sure you guys. How do you get the ladies who are interested but sitting on the fence to pull the trigger? So you're going to have lots of people that say, I'm interested, that are excited about it, but they're still not doing it. The only thing you can do with those people is just keep following up. They're gonna join. They're gonna do it. And it might be the amazing kit that we have this month. It might be some amazing product that we come out in the next couple of months. You never know what it's gonna be that makes those people finally tip over. But the only thing I can tell you that's going to make them tip over is constant follow-up. So if they've told you that they're interested, you better be on their radar, and you better be in their inbox at least once a week. Do not let those people go, because those are going to be your easiest. When we came out with this kit this month, I mean, I had 5 people jump on just because they were sitting on the fence, and they just needed one little thing to get them off of the fence. So if you're constantly working on these people, you're going to be building them to the fence, and then you just have to wait for them to come to the other side. And it could be anything that the company comes out with, or it could be something you post one time that they're like, okay, I can't watch these posts anymore, I gotta do this. It could be you going to get a pedicure with your unique cash. Okay, I need to get me a pedicure, but I don't have the money. I want to do this now. Let's go. It could be anything, but that's why you have to be branding, you have to be posting, you have to be following up. How do you continuously follow up with someone without seeming like you are bugging them? You want to bug them. Sorry. You want to bug them. You want to get on their nerves. There's just really no way.
What do you do if they just ignore you, though?
If they ignore you?
I had a girl come to me. I haven't spoke to her since we graduated high school. And she came to me and she said, hey, tell me about Unique. I told her, I made sure I didn't word vomit. She definitely made sure I didn't word vomit. And I said, all you need right now is just the 99cent kit. After that, I didn't hear anything. So I said, hey, like you said, you haven't heard of Unique in your state. You don't know of anyone around you selling. It's a great opportunity. She hasn't even checked it. I think she's put me on the block list.
That's okay. Just keep sending her messages. We have opportunity calls every month. Every time we have an opportunity call, I'll send a message. I'll say, here's a link. If you're interested, feel free to listen to this. I still flood their inboxes.
Okay.
And they really like me.
And they say, you send them a message and, tell them about everything. They're like, I'm just really not interested. Do you just leave them alone?
For a minute. And then when I see them like a post or take a selfie, then I call them out.
I would keep thinking that I'm going on their stuff.
They might say no for a minute, but that's not going to be the same answer 2 weeks from now.
Keep their relationship.
People really do change their minds.
Yes, they do. And it just takes a constant exposure. You have to keep it.
A lot of people want it to be their idea.
Yeah.
So they might say no to you, but then they'll come back because they want to be like the one that says I want to do it. Instead of saying yes to you, they'd rather wait 2 weeks and then say,
oh yeah, I have this great idea.
Okay, so that's much money. I think I'm ready to go ahead and do this thing. They're like, you had the money 2 weeks ago, but they want it to be their idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. I just got this messenger. that I'm trying to and Whitney, I want you to listen to this because this is for you. She just lost her boyfriend, dumped up with her. She lost 4 out of 5 houses she cleaned. She's afraid to start something that she might possibly fail at because she can't take the failure.
Yes.
She does not have the money and she doesn't.
Okay, this is where you have to be confident in yourself.
Okay. No, I have. I just know.
Right, yeah. You have to be confident in yourself and knowing. I tell people all the time, I'm like, you are only going to fail if you allow yourself to fail. anybody can do this business. It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take anything but heart. That's all it takes. Heart and the desire to want to do good. And I can tell them that because I've done it myself. Like I said before, like no makeup, no sales experience, and I've made it happen because I want a better future for my family.
I said this, or I said I can show you how to make it.
Yeah, so it's about having confidence in yourself and you have to like make them believe that they are going to do well as well. Like you have to build like Jen said, or was it Allison? She said Jen made her feel like she could accomplish anything that she put her mind to. And you have to make those people feel that way. They have to trust you. They have to trust the fact that, I'm spending $99. I don't want to fail at this. You have to make them to believe that they are going to be successful when they do that. So just build her up and say, there's not, as long as you have heart and you have desire, you're going to be successful. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, awesome.
Kayla, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
My really statement is, Mandy is Sharp is my person, and she told me never to lie on my Facebook, and that is just this stuff with me because, I don't say, oh my gosh, my business is so awesome, because it's not so awesome right now. I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so successful, because I'm not so successful right now. But what she told me to do is to go to everything that she posts, I post. And then if someone joins, like on Whitney's page, then I'm, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that Raina joined Unique. I'm so excited to spend more time with you or whatever. I'm not lying.
But like
I don't even know Raina.
Well, let me just
But
say this.
I'm just
okay?
saying.
I go to church.
Not today though.
This is nothing bad against anybody who goes to church, but I go to church, but I also know that I'm building a business, and you have to be realistic. I had a girl one day on my team. She called me out. She said, "Why are you posting this on your wall?" I said, "I'm creating a sense of urgency," and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being excited about what you're doing, because your team is going to be that. But you have to show people, and they have to believe in you to want that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with building yourself up and boosting your business. But this is all personal choice. I'm just telling you the things that I do, but I don't walk away at the end of the day and say, I was such a bad person. I don't say that. Because I know that my business is being successful, and little by little, you're going to start seeing success in your business. Just do what you feel you're comfortable with. But I can tell you that other people aren't going to care if you're sharing other people's success. They want to see your success. So if you're posting what they've done, they're like, oh, great, that team's doing good, but what about her?
But I say, I'm so excited to be on our team, because she's technically
you're
on our team.
Yeah.
And I've even,
I'm not saying
contacted me and said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you guys are recruit. And I'm like, did I miss something?
Yeah. That's fine. No, that's fine. I'm not saying you have to go and make up these fake people that are joining your team. I'm just saying be excited about, and share your excitement about what's going on. You don't have to say I've had people join my team. You just say my team is killing it. So there's different ways around it. Just do whatever you feel is comfortable. Any other questions?